Hello guys, welcome back. It's Mshindi here. This is another video today I'm doing, and today we are going to talk about just concluded transfer window. It has really been a busy transfer window for Chelsea FC. It was quite busy, uh, for all the signings we've made. Chelsea has made, in fact, 8 signings in just 1 month. And considering within those 8 signings, Chelsea hasn't broken the financial fair play rule in UEFA. It started by Chelsea signing this guy who I think it started by the signing of Badiashile, went to the signing of Santos, went to the signing of Fofana, went to getting on loan of João Felix. Then we bought Mudryk. Then we bought Madueke, Noni Madueke from PSV. And then finally, the cherry on top, Enzo Fernandez. Badiashile was bought 35 million pounds from AS Monaco, signing a 7-year contract. And André Santos was bought from Brazil, I think. I've forgotten the name. I think on also a 6 or 7-year contract. 20 million. That Fofana bought from Molde, I think 6 years around there, 20 million. João Felix brought on loan from Atletico Madrid for just a period of 6 months with a buy option. And João Felix also Chelsea's paying his full salary. Then there's Mikhail Mudryk, bought from Shakhtar Donetsk, 70 million euros with 30 million add-ons. Signed an 8.5-year contract. This guy from Noni Madueke from PSV signed, I think, a 7-year or 6-year contract, but I think around 30 million. Malo Gusto bought from the right back. Badiashile is a centre back. André Santos is a centre midfielder. That Fofana is a forward. João Felix is a forward. Mudryk is a winger. Madueke is also a winger, a right winger. Mudryk is a left winger. Malo Gusto is a right back, bought from Olympique Lyonnais, I think for around 20 million pounds there. Then, of course, the creme de la creme, completed on deadline day, has to be none other than Enzo Fernandez from Benfica, who was bought on a British record fee of 105 million pounds and 25 million add-ons. So he's the British record transfer, and it was a really tough transfer on deadline day. We got him, and now we hope the team will improve, having signed 8 players, 8 fantastic players. They all young. Badiashile is 21, André Santos is 20, Datu Fofana is 20, João Felix is 23, Mudryk is 21, Malo Gusto is 19, Madueke is 21 or 22, Enzo Fernandez is 22. Look at all their ages. They are very young guys we can look up to in the future, guys who can make us succeed. And looking at this guy, Todd Boehly and Eddard Begali, Bedad Egbali, what they have done is something superb, having clinched all these signings. But unfortunately, the thing is, UEFA said, despite Chelsea doing all these signings, they have, for them not to break the financial fair play rule, they have to complete the season having clinched the Champions League spot. That is the top 4. Now that's a challenge, considering we're in 10th position, but the good thing is that we are halfway the season. If we were at the start of the season, that will be really hard. Maybe we are seeing because this isn't a normal season because of the World Cup. The World Cup consumed a lot of time. Remember, the season ended there. The season was cut short on October and resumed on December near Christmas. Yeah, and those games were played actually will be around game week 20 something, because now we are going to game week 21. It will be around game week 20, maybe 20, 24, 27, around there, yeah. But I like the new signing, the new faces. They have played, some have played, but Diashil made his debut. He's really fantastic. He's a really fantastic player. I like him. And Dos Santos has also impressed in the under-20 championship back in Brazil. He has scored four goals in 4 games. So this shows the scouting done in this guy is actually fantastic. Getting this guy. Fofana also has done something back in Norway. Joe Felix, of course, won the Golden Boy in 2019. Modric, of course, good player, full of flair. Malo Gusto, I was watching his videos, he's fantastic. He's a fantastic backup for his James because he's got everything needed. Noni Madueke was in the Prem back. If you knew, Noni Madueke was in the Prem in Crystal Palace, but since he saw that he wanted to expand or wanted to look for greener pastures, not necessarily for greener pastures, maybe to go and expand his game, he went to the Dutch in Holland and signed for Ruud van Nistelrooy's side. Enzo Fernandez has also been a star. You remember he was the top boy, say the young talent of the tournament in the FIFA World Cup. He's really impressed. This guy is just like another Jorginho, yet a faster one, and I really like the guy. It's something you are missing, the flair in the midfield. And also because you had those signings, you must also have departures. So there was a departure of Jorginho Frello from Chelsea to our rivals Arsenal on a 20 million fee. And there was also a failed deal of Hakim Ziyech, which was quite unfortunate. It was a bad ordeal. It was quite sad because PSG said that Chelsea were withholding back their player despite Hakim Ziyech completed a medical and he was ready to go play for PSG. But in the last minutes of deadline day, the deal wasn't completed since the paperworks were not signed, or I don't know, there was a lagging in the system. But you expect Potter to use maximum of this potential he has added. These are quite good faces. Now you can see Liverpool, because today we are playing against Fulham. I'll talk about that later. I expect to see some of the faces. And the good thing is we're going to play at home. I'm really excited because maybe they show new places. But Malo Gusto, because we bought him, he's on loan in Olympic Lyon. He has decided he's going to complete his season there, and he will come on July. Also remember, if we finalize the deal on Christopher Nkunku, he'll also come on the July, the summer. And Joao Felix, the way things are going, we may buy him. I would love to buy him. That guy is as good. I would like him to play the number 9 position, considering the talent you have. This guy can bench Havertz. He's really good. Havertz needs some time to go, and yes, sometimes it's crucial for us. He comes in clutch sometimes, but it's time to be. The one I want to see resting is Mason Mount. Mason Mount is to just go on a retreat like Rashford to self-discover himself, since he's out of form. He's really out of form, and he needs to work with his personal coaches to go back to his level best. Also, I didn't like the way the Enzo deal was done, considering the fact that despite the deals we made before, even the Modric deal, you were going for Enzo Fernandez. Then they said 120 million, and then Boyle that time was alone, and so while not convenient, remember, even it took Enzo Fernandez to stop training with the team and force a move, and then Roger Schmidt the coach said that Fernandes is not moving. Also, the president of Benfica, Rui Costa, went on ahead to add Nini, because remember when Chelsea were also showing their part of the deal, they saw this part of the salary. Nini. So Benfica had to compensate the player 2 million euros for him to stay, to convince him to stay at Benfica. But unfortunately, Boyle, so there's no need, went. Alizima tu simu akatoka. But we look for another option. Went, flew to Ukraine. So, like now he's doing a tactic. He's like maybe from Barcelona. You see someone is interested in him. Anasema, twende. Ako interested na yeye, twende. So he saw maybe, okay, Mudryk, twende. I have money. Cannot refuse. He did this. Mudryk saw what he was offering, couldn't refuse, came to our side. And yeah, but the Enzo Fernandez deal was quite bad, considering he stayed later, and after he came back, he scored. And the celebration was did is, I'm staying. I'm actually staying here. This is my home, my fortress. I'm staying here. Then on deadline day, 3 days or 2 days, out of nowhere, Jorginho is gone. Jorginho is signed by Arsenal. So what does that mean? We don't have a center defensive midfielder. A CDM, we don't have a player. All our players are injured. We can't bring Kante. Kante is injured. Conor Gallagher doesn't play in that position. Zakaria is injured. You see, Zakaria is injured. Jorginho, I'm sure, was about to leave. Arsenal bought him. So, like Boyle, so wow, this has really killed our squad. And we have to try our level best not to sign him. Deadline day started doing on Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez, when Boyle came back, he really came in. He came in hard. Tabled a one. He said, I want to buy Enzo Fernandez, and offered the whole release clause, 20 million euros. This guy wasn't bluffing this time. Said 20 million euros on the desk. Give him a player. Rui Costa, since saw what Boyle did, said, we are not giving you this time. You played with him, you costed us. No. No is a no. You go there, look for another option, but not Enzo. Then, because this time Boyle came in Mjihami, nakina Vivel, nakina Bedad Egbali. But it was quoted that Bedad Egbali didn't take no for an answer. This was the guy who pushed for the move. He put pressure on Rui Costa, put pressure on the management of Benfica. And in the last minutes, because I was following the deadline day, slept that day, because the deadline was supposed to close at 2 a.m. Kenyan time, 12 a.m. in UK time. Slept at 1. Enzo Fernandez deal was announced by Fabrizio Romano in his Twitter account at 11:50 something. That's when it was confirmed. Yeah, and because Igbali had asserting this, that the deal was to be done, he just told Enzo to go and do a medical in Portugal. He still do a medical there in Lisbon to expect a move. Did his medical and it came. And right now, Enzo Fernandez has been given the number 5. He'll be inheriting Jorginho's number. And also, there was also Mario Hutchinson. Mario Hutchinson has gone on loan to West Bromwich Albion. Also, at Tres Santos there was rumors that there was a virgin. He was almost going on loan, but since they saw what he did in the under 20 championships, they said no, this guy can be a good player. He can serve as well, and they said no, we'll just have him. Also, there's Casadei. Casadei is in Italian. He plays in the under 23s. He's 19. He has gone to this club, Reading, the Championship. So that's how the transfer window was concerning Chelsea, and I hope they'll do the best. And since you've had the financial FFP, will be breaking them if you don't clinch the top 4. Potter has a lot of work. Potter has a lot of work, but he'll do the best. So right now, later, Drew talking about the transfer window, which is just ended, and also Todd Boehly has said that in the summer there'll be 2 or 3 more signings. I can't wait to see who it is. Also, a quick note: Inter Milan said that they don't want Lukaku anymore, so Lukaku will be joining us on January. Since now Lukaku doesn't want either. Since now Lukaku doesn't want Chelsea, neither is he wanted by Inter. Don't know what will happen next. But yeah, all the best to our team. And right now I'm confident we're going to win the next matches. And I'm going to talk about the pre-match show about Fulham, which will be held at Stamford Bridge later. Thank you guys for listening to me. Like, follow, share and subscribe. Thanks for listening. Up the Blues, up the Chelsea. Yay!